A major shakeup is planned for the Big East Conference. Here now with Paul Doyle, Hartford Courant sportswriter, one of the authors of On the Fly, the popular column. Welcome. You, as of today, we tape Wednesday. You were at a teleconference, 5 o'clock, and the Big East shakeup. Break it down for us now. Boise State and San Diego State are in. And
yes, and Houston.
The Big East, by the way, I should say break down what's happening.
Right.
The Big East major shakeup.
Right. It became official today. Boise State, San Diego State, Houston, SMU, and Central Florida. And they will, Central Florida, SMU, Houston are in on all sports. Boise State, San Diego State are just football. The plan is to go to a 2-division football conference. Eventually 6 teams in each division. Right now it'll be, I think starting off it'll be 5 teams in each division. You know, they're trying to survive, basically. This is what it's a matter of survival. I'm
a sports fan. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I hear those teams there. I think it's a very mediocre conference. And how in the heck do you call it the Big East with Boise and San Diego and Houston? Right. Name change in the works?
No name change.
No.
Commissioner said on the conference call, he was asked directly. He said there's no plan to change the name. You know, the Big East name as a brand has power, even though geographically it makes no sense anymore.
It's a mockery right now, right?
It makes absolutely no sense. 3,000 miles from San Diego State to Stores, you know, but that's what it's going to be.
Let's talk about that because college presidents talk about protecting the athletes, putting the athletes first. When you have a conference that, as you say, you can travel from UConn to Houston, you're not really putting athletes or student athletes first when you have that kind of geographic situation. How they respond? It's all about the money right now, right? Let's be honest about that.
It is all about the money. It's all about, as I said, survival. They want to maintain their status as a BCS conference.
Which means money.
Which means money. It's about, you know, renegotiating a TV deal next year. Again, money. But you're right, and it's not so much the football programs; it's the Olympic sports. You know, the UConn field hockey team traveling to Dallas or Orlando. But that's going on all over the place, and it's not just this conference. You're seeing that kind of spread. They're not really thinking of the kids, but this is a big business.
But they're getting a free scholarship, right? They can travel from 1,000 miles back and forth, but they get excited.
And study on the road, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So for UConn now, and we all know, the other question is, this does not prevent these schools from continuing to go after the big dollars and continuing to go to conference that waive the big dollars. There's nothing there besides the penalty fee to prevent this from continuing to go on. Is that fair to say?
They've upped their exit fee to $10 million from $5 million. They have a 27-month provision where teams have to stay. In fact, Syracuse, West Virginia, and Pittsburgh are going to be required to stay until 2014. And so they'll be,
unless they say.
Well, they're trying. You know, the West Virginia's taking them to court to try to get out early, but the Big East is holding strong to that provision. And actually, for a year, 2013, 2014, you'll have a conference that includes teams leaving and teams coming. So it's really going to be confusing. It's really a mess. But you're right. I mean, Boise State, you know, $10 million in 5 years. Who's to say they may not want to go somewhere else? And in fact, you know, we've heard in the past that UConn and Rutgers are both interested in joining the ACC if the offer were to come. This is just, you know, this is the entire land of college athletics is in a state of flux, and I think it's going to continue for a few years.
Some context: Penn State alone makes $50 million a year in profit.
Right.
So a $10 million exit fee. People say, well, that's a good, strong exit fee. It's not, right? They spread that over. That's
I mean, it's really not going to stop a school from leaving. If they want to leave, they'll still leave. You know, $10 million. You know, they'll view that as, you know, it'll cut into the revenue moving to a new conference.
The price of doing business.
It is the price of doing business. So, and it is business, as we said. You know, it's all about business.
Now, the big dog here, Boise. Boise's getting a lot of attention. They're a school that's on the rise and some great things. Let's take a look real quick at what Boise brings to the table as a new Big East Conference member.
Lindley throws it, and it's picked off at the 25-yard line. It is Shea McClellan that comes up with the interception. Easy touchdown, Tyler Shoemaker. inside the 20 to the 17. The ball is loose as the tacklers got there at the same time. Potter hands it off to Burrows.
All right, we'll take a look at Boise. Now, we didn't show the blue football field. They also they had a home field, the blue turf. They bring that to the table.
Right.
But Boise is a legitimate team, but also a team that other conferences down the road may say, hey, we want to get them out of there and have them pay a $10 million fee. So how long will they stay in? And as you said, how long will UConn really stay? When all is said and done, they'll have a talk a good game publicly and say, okay, we're reconfiguring. But we all know that the ACC dangles that money. UConn is gone.
Right. And, you know, Jim Calhoun has said he has been in the best basketball conference in the country, and he wants to continue to be in the best basketball conference in the country. Well, the future Big East is not going to be the best basketball conference in the country. And, you know, basketball is not even really a consideration. It's all about football. But when you look at the ACC as a basketball conference, it's pretty good. And if UConn could get in there, that would be a place where they'd be secure going forward. So whether that happens, who knows? It's, you know, it's all up in the air, really.
You know, one thing I found, doing some homework on this, I didn't realize the NCAA controls basketball revenue for college, but they have nothing to do with football revenue. So they cannot prevent the colleges from going back and forth to conferences. How is it that some people manage to hijack the football part of college sports where the NCAA really has no hands on this whole money issue with the TV money in about 15 seconds? It's
all about TV, and football was able to sort of break away and negotiate their own TV. You know, Notre Dame has their own TV deal. Conferences have their own TV deal, and that's what drives it.
All right. You broke there pretty good, Paul. You've got to have you back on. You know we got to wrap this thing up. Thanks to all our guests. We got to run folks. Pastor Wayne, Yvette Carter, Chris Keating, and Paul Doyle. Don't forget, catch our show 24/7, ctnow.com/Stan. Friend us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. For the good folks here at Fox, Connecticut, I'm Stan Simpson. The Morning News, and Tim Lammers is next.